Welcome to Ventura Ranch KOA Campground. It's great to have you here. I'm looking forward to sharing some of the things we're doing as a campground with our teepees. And hopefully what I'd like to do is share with our KOA members and other campgrounds is why they've been successful, what we've learned from the process of the business, and what we might even do differently as we keep growing. We added Teepee Village in 2010. And what really led to us to add Teepee Village is I talked to quite a few children and showed pictures of yurts, showed pictures of teepees. And I said, where would you want us to go camping and stay overnight? 100% of the time, it was teepees. The thing was, one thing I learned about when I was part of company properties, the KOA corporate ownership of campgrounds, is that you don't do just one or maybe two. You do it, you look like you're in the business. So we wanted to do the village concept. So we started with 3. By the next year, we added 4 more, and we started building these villages. This summer, one of the young boys was going around looking at every little teepee. And so I actually went over to him. I said, can I help you? And he says, oh, I'm fine, but I'm looking at all the different teepees because my mom said I could have my birthday party here at Ventura Ranch. And I'm picking the teepees I like best because I'm bringing all my friends and we're going camping. And we get to stay in the teepees. So to give you an idea, every teepee has a name. Mm-hmm. Every teepee has a different design with deer and bears. And it goes on. So there's traditional designs that you'll see on the website of Nomadic Tipis, and there's ones that we created ourselves to be a little more youthful look. And give you an idea to the KOA owners out there, we are basically sold out for the summer on teepees. I have 12 teepees here, and it's not enough. And considering that each teepee produces probably about $8,000 or $9,000 a year, so our probably total turnkey, we're probably about $6,000 per teepee. And now when we talk about scheduled maintenance, by next year, which would be our 4th or 5th year with the teepees, we will probably take just the outer part and have to replace a couple. I will probably buy nothing less than a 20-foot teepee ever again. Mm-hmm. The extra cost is not that much. The extra value to the guests when they walk in, they go, wow, this is big. I don't never think of teepees this size. The most popular teepees we have are the ones that have a concrete deck that the teepee set up on top, flows all the way to the outside, and have a big patio outside with the picnic area. And that's been the most popular. At Ventura Ranch, we just had the deluxe cabin to start with, so we needed another feature, and that's when we started looking into teepees. And I can tell you, I did my homework. I look at the competitors, and Nomadics Tipi Makers was by far the most professional when I talked to them on the phone. I looked at the website, when I looked for support, when I looked for ideas. So one of the benefits of Nomadics Tipi Makers when I chose them was what I call the marketing proudness of what they had. Some of their teepees that they built were built for Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Kevin Costner with Dancing with the Wolves. Well, when you give this out to the local newspapers, the radio stations, the TV news stations, that adds credibility of come stay in a teepee like you've never seen before. And to me, that alone, when I talk to media, I always mention those 2 things, and it's like a big wow. But so my suggestions are a couple-fold. If you're going to only do 2, my thoughts, wait till you're ready to do 4, 3 or 4. You want to build a village and a concept and look. Be in the business of teepee accommodations. And the families will love it. You'll get group stand. You might be the Girl Scouts. It might be family reunions. And when you have enough, that works perfectly. The next thing I would do is look at the design. I think you're crazy if you don't have them painted. They do a beautiful job. It adds a new image, a new concept to the campground that looks phenomenal. It may add another 30%, 20% to the price. Heartbeat, I will do it every single time from our perspective here. The other couple pointers, I wouldn't buy anything less than a 22. You could work with 20-footers if you need to, but not less than 20 for a campground purpose, for a commercial purpose of having people stay in. I would look at going with the tan colored. It's more authentic looking, and it doesn't show the dirt and grime as much either. Think about the type of decks you might want to do. Are you going to do a wood deck, concrete deck? I recommend you do not just put it on the dirt. One of the most fun parts, accommodations we added to Ventura Ranch has been the nomadic teepees. They'll design it how you'd like it. to at least talk to them. You owe your campground that. You owe your guests that, especially the children. Thank you very much, and feel free to call Ventura Ranch if you have any questions, or Nomadic Tipi Makers.